The very site where West Virginia's oil and gas industry originated, a county seat named after an early pioneer's wife, and our state's least populated county. I'm Wayne Wirt, and you're watching On the Road in West Virginia, R55 County's Wirt County. Before anyone knew about the riches that were hundreds of feet beneath them, legend has it that the Native Americans roamed what is called Wirt County today and discovered gas springs escaping from the ground. It's even been said that the natives would ignite these gas springs and perform war dances around them. Now, the very first white settler to what we call Wirt County today was a dude named William Beecham, who set up shop along Tucker Creek in 1799 near the town of Elizabeth. After Beecham built a grist mill and developed a farm, this place will be known as Beecham's Mills. That name would stick until 1817 when it was named Elizabeth, who by the way was the wife of Beecham's son David. Soon after Wirt County became a county in 1848, it would take off economically as West Virginia's first oil field would be developed. The land around Burning Springs was initially purchased by a New Yorker named William Rathbone, and after the country's first oil-producing well in Pennsylvania was drilled, our country's second oil-producing well then followed suit here in 1860. Now, the first well in Burning Springs only produced 100 barrels a day, but the next two wells produce over 600 barrels per day. Overnight, Burning Springs took off in population growth, and guess what? The oil rush in Wirt County was on. Now, you have to remember, prior to the Rathbones' discovery, Burning Springs was nothing more than some wilderness along the Little Kanawha. So this influx of people with no real police force made this place quite lawless. Believe it or not, Burning Springs is also home to the notorious Chicago House, which was nothing more than a 21-room hotel with a saloon, a gambling joint, and we'll stop there. However, the party all came to a screeching halt during the Civil War when the Jones and Bowdoin raid came to town. Confederate General William Jones's men set fire to Burning Springs, destroying much of the oil field. Now, exaggerated estimates say that over 150,000 barrels of oil were burned and that the Little Kanawha River was on fire. Some accounts even say that the blaze was so furious that it could be seen all the way from Parkersburg. As for the oil industry in Burning Springs, production picked back up after the Civil War, but soon declined sharply during the late 1800s. Though oil and gas played a significant role in the county's early economy, so did this river behind me. Now, other than the Stanton-Parkersburg Turnpike, which only ran in the sparsely populated northern tip of the county, many of the major turnpikes and railroads bypassed this area. So the Little Kanawha River was Wirt County's bread and butter when it came to the distribution of supplies to and from Parkersburg. Prior to the 1870s, river traffic and commerce was pretty slow going as there were no locks and dams to control the water level. Once these were installed after 1874, steamboats and flatboats alike would be able to navigate and distribute goods and services the whole length of the Little Kanawha River in Wirt County from Newark to Creston, which would become a major hub for river traffic in the county. The locks and dams also sustained the oil and gas industry for a period of time as the river became a way to transport barrels of oil to Parkersburg. It was indeed a major economic engine for Wirt County up until the late 1930s when the federal government finally abandoned the locks and dams. For much of the 20th century, Wirt County would see a significant shift from oil and gas to more rural industries, as many surrounding counties along the Ohio Valley would benefit from interstates and four-lane highways. That would be pretty much the county's story up to the present day, as many people who live here commute to Parkersburg in the I-77 corridor. Every year, however, on the first Saturday in October, people come together in Elizabeth and reenact and celebrate the very best of their heritage in the place that they love and call home. And that day is called Pioneer Day. I'm Wayne Wirt, and until next time, always remember what we value and hold important to our lives today came from events that happened yesterday, and it's when we begin to understand the events of yesterday that we fully embrace today, which makes tomorrow become less of a mystery.